A new month calls for a much needed monthly reset. So welcome to my April monthly reset, where I'll be goal setting, decluttering, cleaning a lot, as well as just hopefully setting myself up for success in this upcoming month. So if you need a little bit of motivation and inspiration, stick around and enjoy the video. At the start of this year, I had all the new year vibes. I entered the new year with a hike, friends, and 9 p.m. fireworks, and then I was at home, showered with a tea in my hand, watching the midnight Sydney fireworks. I was feeling and I was immersed in that new year, new me energy. But then January 2nd rolled by and I had no goals, no vision board, and no new year, new me energy. And now it's April and I still have none of that. So this is going to be a monthly reset for April, but I'm also going to add in a New Year's twist. So this is my 2026 planner. I was so excited for this year's print as I haven't had anything like it before. I love the coloring as well as the adorable little designs. They are so cute. And if you have been around for a while, you know that I have been purchasing the same planner from the same company for years. Genuinely years. So at the start of this year, I had already transferred all the information from my 2025 planner into my 2026. So that means birthdays, passwords, and I have a page for New Year's resolutions, which I haven't done yet, so we're going to do that today as well. But to set up for the month of April, let's do the monthly layout, because that's what I look at when I need to know if I'm free or if I need to do something. I always refer back to the physical copy, or I also have a digital calendar in Notion, so I use both. As the month goes on, I do add to this layout. I document new plans and also when I intentionally work out. This is just super helpful as I can see my habits at a glance. This is the third time that I have sat in this exact same spot with the same intention. I thought it would be a great idea to reflect on my 2025 goals. So let's have a look. Learn how to surf. Stand up. That did not happen, but in 2026 I'm gonna make it happen. Complete my final year of university. That I did do. I walked the stage, I wore a House of CB dress, and some of my long distance friends were able to come down, so it was a great time. Get distinction, high distinction grades. Do your best in brackets. Well, I got both of those and I actually graduated with a 6.3 GPA, which I am very proud of. Post 12 YouTube videos in 2025. I don't think that happened. Get 100 subscribers on YouTube. That didn't happen. This particular goal has been on my New Year's resolutions, I think, for the past 2 years. One day we'll hit 100. Start my UGC journey. I actually did. I don't have any clients and I don't have a portfolio. However, I purchased a program that walked you through the whole concept of UGC and it was so beneficial. The next step is creating my portfolio. So we'll see. I'm going to try and continue that into this year as well. Do activities that you love by yourself. Beach skateboarding. I did do this. I feel like I have become very acquainted with myself in a really good way. Move my body every single day, walk, swim, work, Pilates, HIIT. I wasn't very strict with this one, but I feel like it was more intentional at the start of November last year, and then it's just filtered into 2026. So no, but also I did start towards the end of the year. Eat 3 meals every day. I'm going to say no. I did a lot of snacking in 2025. Create a sleep routine, be ready for bed by 10:30 p.m. That did not happen and still is not happening. Then I have more personal ones like be a better person. This I am still working on and is hard. As I have previously mentioned, I had a page for my 2026 New Year's resolutions, and I'm finally setting some goals for this year. I won't tell you all of them, but I'm definitely putting in learn how to surf. This might be the year that I actually succeed in that. So the next thing that I'm going to do is create my 2026 vision board. So let's just get straight into creating that vision board because it is well overdue.
whenever I'm creating my vision boards, I try to make them aesthetically pleasing and practical. So I always make sure that the images that I use align with specific 2026 goals. So that way, when I'm looking at my vision board, I'm 1, inspired because it's gorgeous, and 2, I'm reminded of my goals.
Okay, so I've just collected all the pictures that align with my New Year's resolutions, and now I'm going to throw them into Canva, organize them into a collage, and see what looks good.
See the world from up here, from up here, from up here. The world from up here, from up here, from up here. Can see the world from up here.
I then changed the backgrounds on my computer and iPad to the new vision boards, and I think it's so cute.
Okay, so I've changed all the wallpapers on my electronics, but now I'm going to print 3 physical copies of the 2026 vision board, and I'm going to hang one in the study, in the bedroom, and put one in my planner. So let's go do that. One vision board for my planner and then 2 for my bedroom and my study wall. So I'm going to glue my vision board into the front of my planner.
It was in this moment that I couldn't decide where I wanted to glue the vision board, and I had 3 options. This was my first option. The downside was that it would have a crease down the middle, but the positive is that it is the regular orientation of an image in a book. This was option 2. The downside for this one is that it would have a crease and literally not be centered with anything. And then the positive was, well, none. And then this was option 3. The downside was that it was a sideways orientation. And then the positive is that it didn't have a crease. And I think it just fits and looks the best in that spot. So I went with option 3, which I personally think was the best.
So for years now, I've been a Casetify fan. Like, I've had their cases for genuinely years. We got them for my parents. Like, that's how much I loved this company. And I still do love this company. It's just that I can't afford them anymore, in the sense that they only lasted a year, my cases anyway. I don't know if this is the correct term, but this is what me and my friends came up with. They handbagged, like the soft plastic pulls away from the hard plastic. Spending that amount of money on a case every single year was just not viable. So I ended up getting BURGA cases, and I got these 2.
So first I got this gorgeous blueprint with turtles and dolphins all over it, and I just thought it matched my vibe extremely well because I am a Pisces and I'm an Aussie girl and I love the water. And then the second one I got, I surprised myself with, in the sense that I don't go for the pink red tone colors, but the flowers are definitely aligned with my taste. So this one I actually really like because I think it's so unique, and the print actually reminds me of those heat sensor cameras, if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, go watch like a David Attenborough nighttime episode.
So now I'm going to swap out the current case that I have on my phone for one of these. I don't know which one. They're both gorgeous.
I also ended up getting an AirPods case because I needed one of those as well.
Okay, so I have done basically everything that I need to do on this monthly reset, but one thing, which is declutter my technology. I don't think I actually have much to declutter on my phone, but my laptop, different story. I have plenty to declutter on that. I want to go through the download section, empty the bin out, and they go through the section like when you screenshot or screen record. I think this will take like 10 minutes.
gosh. I don't think I've had it take this long before.
There's a lot of items inside my bin, so I'm glad that I'm doing this right now. Now it's time I get to cleaning my space. So I want to clean my bedroom, I want to hang my clothing, I want to clean my study, I need to water the plants, I need to do the bathrooms. We have a lot of cleaning that I want to get done. Closet is a whole other situation. We do need to get it cleaned, but that's not happening today.
It was then time to water the plants. This one I do inside and I wrap a towel around the base because there is a hole somewhere and it just leaks the water everywhere. The rest of them just go outside and I water them out there. These poor plants really do suffer in my hands. These plants are struggling for their lives. Then I had my dad help me with wet vacuuming. We were struggling to figure out how to use this machine because it's such an old one. It's a rainbow vac, but like one of the originals, and we couldn't find a manual anywhere. So we were genuinely struggling, but we got there in the end and we wet vacuumed the ground and it works amazingly. So once my sister came home, we then went through all the clothes that we were planning to donate, got rid of anything with holes and stains in them because they don't accept those anyway. I then did a load of laundry and decided that that was all the cleaning that I was going to be doing today. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know this video is a bit late, but better late than never, right?